Hey guys, this is an impromptu video because I was just actually filming my May palette rankings videos, and I decided I've been playing around with this idea, but I haven't gotten to it. But I want to compare the McGrath Subliminal Mothership, which is $128 now. Used to be $125. Now it's $128. So this is what it looks like, to the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams palette. Honestly, they don't look as similar as what I thought they did, but I still want to go ahead and compare them because, I mean, like, $10, $128. And I mean, like, they are quite similar. I still think that they're pretty similar. So let's actually go ahead and swatch them. So e.l.f. has a matte white in their palette, and Pat has a Blitz shade that is white in her palette that is called Astral White, I believe. Yes, Astral White. So they're not similar at all, but they're both the whites. So I was going to go ahead and swatch them next to each other. I mean, not similar at all. One is matte and one is very shimmery. Okay, so next e.l.f. has this dark chocolate brown that is a matte. It's the darkest matte in here. And Pat has the shade Depth. That is the darkest matte aside from the black, which there's a black in the e.l.f. palette, so we're not going to do that. So I want to go ahead and swatch these. Actually, they're very similar, just different undertones. These are actually very similar, just different undertones. So e.l.f.'s is going to be more warm toned, actually. On my finger, it looks more warm toned, and it's more warm toned in the swatch, yeah. Pat's is obviously leaning more towards cool tone because the Subliminal is the cool tone palette. Okay, next is this Nude Shimmer shade, which is what really made me think that this kind of reminded me of the Subliminal palette, because it honestly reminds me so much of Skin Show Nude, which I use this shade so much whenever I reach into the Pat McGrath palette, and they aren't fair. Like, they're kind of similar, but not really. Like, obviously, e.l.f. is going to be more of a down shimmer. Kai, go take that back to your grandmother now. And yeah, so I was right. They're very similar, but Pat's is a lot more sparkly. Okay, so the next shade is another one that really made me think about this palette, and it is this blue. Because, I mean, like, what is the shade that your eyes go to in this palette? That Blitz Blue. And I think it's actually called Blitz Blue, and it's a lot smoother than the e.l.f. one. They are so similar. Pat's is a little bit deeper. And yes, it is called Blitz Blue. So here's e.l.f.'s. And here's Pat's. So Pat's is actually... Wow. Pat's is actually more sheer than e.l.f.'s. Was not expecting that. Okay, the next shade in the e.l.f. one is this kind of like frosty blue. I wasn't really getting any vibes from it, but it kind of reminds me a little bit of VR Violet, I believe is the shade. VR Violet. So we're going to swatch them next to each other. I think they're not similar at all. They were kind of a little bit similar. Hang on. Okay, let's go ahead and swatch them. So e.l.f. right there. I'm not really a fan of that. And now... Yeah, not similar at all, but they were quite similar in the pan, a little bit similar, more similar in the pan. I would say Pat wins that one over e.l.f. But e.l.f. has Pat beat on that blue, like, for real. What the heck? So I don't have a shade to match to this pastel matte blue, but I am gonna go ahead and compare it to a shimmer called Lilac Dusk. Because, I mean, they're not similar at all, but I want something next to it. So, they actually are, those would pair really nice together, actually. Next, I'm really excited about these next two. This matte brown. So, I'm going to go ahead and compare it to Ultimate Taupe, which is also the matte brown. And, wow, they are very similar. They are quite similar. e.l.f.'s is a little bit lighter, and Pat's is darker. Yeah, they swatch similar, but different. I don't think either one wins. I think that they're both great. Alright, one more, then I can get Jackson in the bath. In bed. Because he's being a jerk. Is this black. So, e.l.f.'s is actually more shimmery. Yeah, it's more of a satin, actually. And Pat has... Jackson, let go! yeah, so Pat's is extreme black, and yeah, there you can see a difference actually, because Elf's is satin and Pat's is matte, so Pat's seems darker. So here's Elf's, and you can see that satin finish. And there is Pat's. Pat wins. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that the palettes are very similar? This is the Elf's Cookies and Dream palette compared to the shades I thought were very comparable to the Subliminal palette. What do you guys think? Alright, let me know down below. I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye, guys!